Hey, my name is Jordan. In this video, we're going to talk about some of the things that I try to do as a lead guitarist in general. So these concepts also can be used in a really important area. So if I'm using a cage system of sorts, or if I'm using these mobile chords that I can move throughout the fretboard, it really helps me when I'm in a situation where I am the only electric guitarist. Now, I may be trying to fill out two roles at this point where I'm like trying to play rhythm and I'm also trying to play lead guitar. This is a difficult thing because a lot of times when you're listening to a lead guitar track, you're listening to it with a recording. You have multiple layers of other guitars that are supporting and filling out the whole sound. So if I'm sitting there and I say, hey, I need to play this, how do I fill out the sound that would be necessary for our worship setting? We're going to go ahead and move into the key of E. So for the key of E, we want to look at some of our possible shapes again. We have a bar chord here. We have a D shape here. That can be our A chord or our 4 chord. Our 5 chord can be up here, which would be a B. And then we can also do a 6 chord by maybe doing like a minor E shape. We can do this as well, but we can like all of these chords, what we can do is we can only play parts of them so that way we can strum them and give them a little bit more dynamics. So for example, this might look like this. If I play a 1, an E, a 4, A, 5, B, and 6 C sharp minor, just like we were doing in the other progression, it could end up sounding like this. And I could create the space that would be needed to support our song as both a rhythm guitarist and electric guitar. It would go like this. Now you'll notice that I didn't really move my hands a whole bunch in this, and that's because all these movable shapes can be done with different ways with our fingers. So I don't always have to move my finger to be a full D shape to hit this. Instead, I have this barred for my E. Now I like to put a little bit of flair and a little bit of an inversion here, so I went ahead and I put my finger right here to grab the 3rd on the bottom. This really fills out my sound a whole lot. Then when I move up to an A, all I have to do is put my pinky down, not my pinky, sorry, my second finger, to go up. Now again, we can do this in parts. We don't have to play the full chord. We can then go, this is my 5 chord, and then we come to the 6 chord. And so that's one of the ways that I would play as a rhythm and lead guitarist at the same time. Now, one of the things that I would do is with my effects, I might use a little bit more delay and a little bit more reverb to wetten up my sound, to fill it out, to make it a little bit bigger. But my concepts with drives don't really change. I don't really want it to be too overdriven because especially if I'm using these kind of shapes, I don't want my sound to become muddy. I think it's really important for us as guitarists to remember that overall, we may be creating textures and sounds in there, but we're still playing melody lines. We're still playing good harmony, and we want that to be heard and to be communicated well. Sometimes what we try to do is we try to compensate by our pedals rather than actually playing the right notes. Hey, thanks so much for watching to the very end of the video. If there was something in this video that we didn't cover that you would love to know more about, let us know down in the comments. And be sure to subscribe to us, like this video, so you can see more content that is like this.